Lithuania says it is being forced to pay a political price because it's dependent on Russia for neighbour. Yaroslav Neverovich, the Lithuanian energy minister, is in Washington. He's asking the US Senate to export American natural gas to Europe.
But let me also be 100% transparent. I am also here to plead with you and your colleagues to do everything within your power to expedite the release of some of your abundant natural gas resources into the world market, especially to those nations beholden to monopolistic supplier.
It's unusual to hear a foreign minister go before the US Congress and use the word plead. I spoke to Neverovich after he made that plea and asked if he thought the Senate was listening.
Well, I hope so, and I'm convinced that they were, because the reactions and the speeches which the senators gave, I understand, were very positive towards opening LNG for exports. And really, the questions which were asked were not whether, but when and how.
Why do you think the administration has refused so far to help countries like your own? I mean, Lithuania is 100% dependent on Russian gas.
Well, I wouldn't say that the administration has refused. The administration has some procedures which they follow. And as I understand, in past few months, these procedures have been considerably quicker, and they are moving quite fast with issuing new licenses. The question remains whether it could be even faster, or if they could have a decision to abandon this process altogether and simply open up the export and for gas from US to reach world market as soon as possible.
As the energy minister of Lithuania, you must be very concerned that if Russia decides to take it out on the EU and use energy as a weapon of political policy, your country's going to get clobbered.
Well, Lithuania is a very reliable partner for Gazprom. We are paying for gas. We never had any problems. They never had any problems with us. We are paying one of the highest, if not the highest price in the European Union. So they should be happy with Lithuania as a customer. We are not happy with Gazprom as our supplier because of the price. That's why we are building LNG terminal. That's why we are diversifying, because we think that this price is not right. But I think that once we have a normal possibility to check what's the price on other markets, other companies, our partners in Gazprom will look at it in a whole different way.
Do you think Lithuania, or indeed any of the other Baltic states, do you think you should have greater cause for concern now about Russia? The view seems to be first Crimea, and then who knows next? Do you think Russia will do some mischief making with the Baltics?
Well, I choose to believe that that's not the case. Lithuania is an independent sovereign state, a member of EU and NATO, and we always declared a very pragmatic, open approach toward cooperation with Russia. So I don't see a possibility for such escalation to happen. But of course, what happens in Ukraine and Crimea is highly disturbing, and we are all concerned that international law, that bilateral and multilateral agreements are being violated.
Would you advise or warn, or whatever you want to say, your EU partners to be on their guard that the Russian binoculars may be looking at the Baltics?
Well, we should keep focused on implementing all the decisions which have been already made within the EU. And speaking about energy, it's firstly implementing the interconnectors, making the common EU energy market work. That's the first thing we should do. and to look for ways maybe even to speed up these processes.